Hi guys, this is a video on Windows tips. Now I'm just going to show you how to make an annoying script in Batch. It's quite fun, but yeah, it's very simple, so don't think it's anything complicated. All I'm going to do, in fact I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to do, I'll show you it. So I'm going to right click and say new folder. This will help you learn it as you go along. So I've just made a new folder, and inside this folder I'm going to make a batch file. So what I'm going to do is firstly make a text file and go into Notepad. And I'm just going to say, right, okay, I'm going to say /L, which means it's going to loop a specific amount of times. Now, all I'm going to say is %%n. Now, what %%n means, it's a variable in DOS, and all it does is it's a number that's going to change as we go through the program, or the script or whatever. It's only going to be a line long, so don't worry. So this is going to change every time we go through it. So it's going to loop and it's going to change this number. Now I'm going to say in, which means this number is going into the program. And then I'm going to, in brackets, I'm going to write 1. Firstly, this first one means this is the initial number that this %%n is set to. Because you know I said it was a number that's going to change. You need to set its initial number. So it's going to start as 1 as we go through. Now we're going to increment it by 1. All that means is we're going to add 1 to n, and it's going to go 4/L, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to go 5 in, 6 in, 7 in, 8 in. And all the last thing we're going to do is say 10, which means it's going to stop at 10 and finish the program. So all it's doing is going %n, %% is it's going to just go 10 in, and then we're going to do something with it. It's going to go 1 in, 2 in, 3 in, 4 in, 5 in, 6 in, all the way up to 10, and it's going to stop. If we were to change this, it would go, if we were to change that to 2, it would go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. If we were to change this to 2, it would just start at 2 and go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we're going to change this, you can change this to 1,000,000, and it will just stop itself at 1,000,000. So anyway, after that, we're going to go do. And all I'm going to do, after this, is you can basically put any command you like in. And all it's going to do is it's going to run the command 10 times, because it's going to go from 1 to 10. So all I'm going to do is a simple, very simple command. It's going to say md, which means make a folder, and I'm going to say %n, which is calling this number again, and that's it. So all it's going to do is it's going to loop from 1 to 10, setting this %n from 1 to 10, and then it's going to make a directory of whatever n is. So all it's going to do in very basic terms is make directories from 1 to 10, make folders from 1 to 10. Sorry if that wasn't very well explained, but I tried my best. So just run it and you'll see what happens. I'm going to rename this to folder.bat. Change it and double click it, it won't do much, flashes up, and you'll now see I've got folders from 1 to 10. So this can get very annoying, because all you could do is edit this and change this third number to 1,000,000 and run it in someone's profile or on someone's pen or something, and it can just run and keep running. And the faster your computer is, the faster it makes the folders, and you can have loads of folders on your computer and it'll clog up your system. Yeah, that's what you can do. Now another one, I'm going to make another batch file this time, and I'm going to perform a different command. It's going to use the same thing as this, but it's going to perform a different command. So I'm going to try my best to explain it a little bit more simply. Right, /L means looping. %n is the number that's going to change. In, it means it's going to pass through what we're going to tell it to do the specific amount of times. In brackets, starting number, incrementing number, and the number it's going to finish on. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now, this time, we're going to say do. And the command we're going to do is echo you noob, and we're going to do 2 greater thans, and we're going to call it noob %n dot txt. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to loop from 1 to 10, setting n 1 to 10 each time, and it's going to write you noob into a text file. That's all echo. Echo means display it to the screen usually, but you can display it to a file or put it into a file, text file. So we're just going to say echo you noob %n.txt. So that's pretty much it. I'll show you what it does. All it's going to do is put noob into a file, and it's going to increment it by 1. So I'm just going to save it, quit it, rename this to, I'll just call it txt.bat. Double click it. Didn't do much, flashed up, it's gone noob 1, noob 10, noob 2, noob 3, as we did. So if I go into one of these, it says "you noob" inside it. So you can sort of have a long paragraph, and then it'll fill up someone's system with all the kilobytes and all that. So you can do that if you want. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to make another copy of it. So it's going to do exactly the same thing. And oops, no, I'm going to call it text2.bat, because all I want it to do is I want it to so you can run it in someone's profile, but if you leave the original file, they can then copy that file and then use it for themselves. But if you want it to be your own work, all you have to do is make a new line in your batch file and say del%0, and you'll see what happens. It's going to do exactly what this text bat file did, but watch this text2 bat file. It deleted itself. So you've made these noob things from 1 to 10, but your original file that you made has deleted itself. So you've got no record of you making that file because it's deleted it. So, sorry, excuse me. Oh dear. Anyway, now other things you can do is, you could probably say echo and then put another command into another batch file. So instead of saying echo you noob, you could do echo and then make another loop in a batch file, another BAT file, just call it batch.txt or something, and then you can keep going, and then it will keep running several batch files at once, and then you can, possibilities are endless with this. You just need to know a little bit about DOS programming, and you can loop it, and it's quite fun to use if you want to piss people off. So just run it inside their profile, or send it to them as a masked file, call it JPEG or something, and tell them to rename it to BAT and see what they do. But that's all it does. It just clogs up your system with folders, files, and it can delete itself as well. So I hope this may be of use to someone. It does get very annoying, because if you set this folder, I've done this with the folders, I did it at college, I set this to 1,000,000 and then left it, and I went to lunch or something, I came back and it had done 1,000,000 folders, and it took me ages to delete them all. And the faster your computer is, the faster it does the folders. So so this is some looping in batch files, which may come in use for something, but usually it's just to annoy people. So thanks for watching my video. Please comment, rate, subscribe if you like my videos, and thanks again.